The sharks have seen everything, but sometimes even they couldn't believe what they were hearing, from fake numbers to made-up products. These are the moments when the sharks caught contestants cheating. Starting off with Ryan Naylor, who walked into Shark Tank all charged up with his bright idea.
Ryan Naylor, and I am the founder of ESSO Watches.
A watch that could fix fatigue, balance, and energy. He called it ESSO. He said our phones and laptops radiate some kind of positive ions that mess with our body, and his watch could fix it using negative ions.
Ions, which are molecules. They're simply emitted from electronic devices.
It sounded smart at first, but then it started feeling like one of those too good to be true things.
Just want to make sure what you're telling me here, Ryan. You're basically saying this positive, negative ion thing is a real health concern. Because it sounds a little, you know...
fluffy?
He showed the watch to Lori Greiner and asked her to test it. She smiled and approved the device.
Resist.
Looks like it's working,
Yeah,
doesn't
you look
it?
like you have more balance in that one. Yeah.
That's a little weird.
Yeah, do you feel it? A little difference?
Well, yeah.
For a second, it looked like he had won her, but then Mark Cuban's face said it all. You could see him thinking, what on earth am I hearing right now? Ryan tried to hand him a watch, but Mark pushed it back, saying, I'm allergic to scams.
No thanks, go ahead, you keep it.
It's Dallas Mavericks blue, just for you.
That's okay, you keep it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mark, are you allergic to positive, negative ion stuff?
No, I'm allergic to scams.
The room went cold.
Seriously, this is not new. It's been disproven. What you saw was the placebo effect. There's athletes that wear it. It's a joke. It's a scam. It's not real. I'm out.
After that, Lori asked for real lab proof behind all these claims.
Do you have laboratory testing on this? Independent laboratory testing that
Hell
shows
no.
that it really works?
Hell no.
Laboratory testing?
Yeah.
No, we don't have anything. It's a common thing for positive ions and negative ions. We're just neutralizing the effects of the positive ions. It's been around for years.
And that was the end. One by one, every shark backed off. Mark called it fake.
I think it's a joke. It's a scam. And I'm still out.
Damon caught him lying about his designs.
So you're saying that you already purchased the first watch that showed, but you designed the other two?
Yep.
I helped take a company called Roomba Time, and they have the exact same line. So you're lying. And with that, I'm out.
Kevin joked, if you admit it's a scam, maybe I'll invest.
If you admit it's a scam, maybe I'll invest.
And that's when everything started falling apart.
One with the ion right now. I'm just trying to figure out if I can make any money on this deal.
After that, things got worse. Lawsuits started, and even ExxonMobil went after him for using the ESSO name. The man walked in selling energy watches and walked out losing it all. But this was not the only time someone tried to fool the sharks. The next story took things to another level, and this time the sharks were fed lies, quite literally. Episode 9 of Season 1 started with a man who looked more like a friendly doctor than a scammer. He walked in with his company called Cornucopia Pet Food and said his products could keep pets healthy and disease-free.
Tremendous amounts of money by keeping their pet healthy and disease-free.
Sounds nice, right? But then he said something that made all the sharks just stare at him in pure shock. He claimed the food also worked on humans. Yes, humans.
Human grade. People can eat this. He does.
He said it was human grade, and then he actually ate it on set.
Thanks, man.
Don't do it.
Oh my goodness. Can I hold it up?
The room went silent. When the sharks asked for real proof or any clinical testing, he said it was based on his observation over 40 years.
How did you come up with this?
I have researched in the last 40 years all over the world to bring this to fruition.
That was it. No papers, no reports, nothing. Just his words.
They come from the longest living people on the planet. In Asia and Siberia, I found during this research that their pets outlive other pets tremendously.
Robert couldn't hold it in anymore. He straight up said it felt like one of those old snake oil scams people used to fall for.
Jeffrey, hang on a sec. I just want to be very clear because I want to see if this is a fun idea or if there is an element of
Quackery? Are you suggesting that, Robert?
well, snake oils.
Kevin tried to stay open-minded but ended up eating the food too, and the look on his face said it all. He instantly regretted it. The doctor kept defending himself, saying he only wanted to help pets, not get rich. But when Robert asked why he wasn't working with real hospitals if his product was so powerful, the man replied, because animals are my children.
The ability for me not to do that by taking this.
Exactly. I discovered the ability for me not to get it, for you not to get it, and your pet not to
Jeffrey,
get it.
if that's true, why the hell are we selling pet food? Why aren't you in a real hospital getting funding from people and saving humankind?
Maybe
why are
we
we wasting
should.
our time selling pet food when you can cure cancer?
Because the animals are my children.
That's when Robert dropped the final "I'm out."
That's why.
I'm out.
Now you'd think nothing could top a man eating pet food on national TV, but the surprises didn't stop there. In another unforgettable pitch, the Sharks met an entrepreneur whose idea seemed brilliant at first, until they realized it didn't actually work. Season 6, Episode 16 opened with Aaron McDaniel walking into the tank full of confidence. His company was called Tycoon Real Estate.
My name is Aaron McDaniel from San Francisco, California, and I'm the CEO of Tycoon Real Estate.
He said it was a platform that let normal people invest in real estate with just $1,000. The idea sounded big at first, but within seconds, Mark Cuban's face said everything. He stopped him mid-sentence and said, "I hate it, I'm out."
I hate it. I'm out.
Wow, Mark, that's aggressive.
The room went quiet. The rest of the Sharks just stared at him and tried to figure out what they were even hearing.
What about you, Barbara? What do you think?
I haven't even formed an opinion. Keep going.
Sure, yeah, let me go ahead.
Mark leaned forward and said, "I smell jail time," and that line pretty much killed the whole mood. Robert jumped in and asked how people would get their money back. The answers didn't help. Mark said it was a trap for people who didn't understand real estate at all. He was right. You could tell the others agreed.
A lot of crowdfunding-based investments, not just real estate.
Sure.
Right? When grandma hears about crowdfunding and how all these new opportunities are now available to normal Americans who want to touch and feel real estate, they put their last $1,000 in, their first $1,000, doesn't matter how much they have left.
Yeah.
But somebody gets sick, grandma gets sick, car breaks down, whatever it is. They need liquidity.
Yes.
They have none.
Even the name sounded sketchy. Tycoon Real Estate, like who names a company that and expects trust?
Like Tycoon that emerge, they have no brain.
Just think of the name, Tycoon. Tycoon!
Please.
Kevin tried one last time to save the pitch with an offer, but Aaron turned it down, saying he had better investors outside the show.
I wouldn't go anywhere higher than 10% of that.
And that was it. He walked out with nothing. But the tank wasn't done exposing fakes yet. What came next made the Sharks question how far people were willing to go just to fool them. And literally, this pitch went from weird to full-blown chaos within minutes. Manish Sethi walked into the Shark Tank with his invention called Pavlok, asking for $500,000 in exchange for just 3.14% equity. The product was a wristband that gives electric shocks to help people break bad habits like smoking, oversleeping, or eating junk food.
Since launch, our users have had incredible success in changing their behaviors.
At first, the Sharks listened carefully and tried to understand how it actually worked. Manish began explaining the science behind it, saying it used psychology and conditioning to rewire the brain. But the more he spoke, the more confused and skeptical the Sharks looked. Mark Cuban's face said it all. He clearly wasn't buying it.
Okay, so here's your premise is nonsense, Robert. It's all nonsense across.
Robert Herjavec seemed polite but unconvinced, while Lori Greiner straight up said she didn't see any real scientific proof or data that supported the product's claims.
Okay, so we have had
Where are your studies?
Half of them have quit their addiction in 5 days,
Oh, wait.
7 days or less.
But you don't have any proof that it changes your
We
taste
have
buds. You don't have any
we have
testing.
evidence. More than half of our users quit more than 81% of our users quit nail biting in 4 days.
Where is your proof of this? What study do you have? You should be doing clinical trials.
Sure, I'd love
right?
to. So we've begun.
Why don't you have clinical trials?
Things really started to heat up when Kevin O'Leary decided to test the waters and made an offer.
I'll give you the $500,000 as debt on the company, okay? You're going to give me the 3.14% as equity today, and you're going to walk out of here with a Shark Tank deal.
But instead of negotiating, Manish rejected Kevin on the spot, saying he wasn't a good fit for his business.
And Mr. Wonderful, I can't work with you.
Why not?
I'm just worried that if we work together...
You don't like him.
I do like him as a person, but I feel like as an investor in the company, it would be really bad.
To get a deal, explain to me why you're worth $14 million.
Sure,
15. What is it? How much?
That moment flipped the entire mood of the room. Kevin looked furious. Mark leaned forward and said what everyone else was thinking. He called Manish a con artist and said the pitch felt like a complete scam. The Sharks accused him of playing games and trying to use the show for free publicity rather than an actual investment. Manish tried defending himself, insisting his product worked and had a real customer base.
I would take an offer from anybody besides Mr. Wonderful.
Manish. You're a get the out of here.
Oh! Okay, well, are you all out?
You. We're all out.
But no one believed him at that point. The tension was so intense that you could feel it through the screen. One by one, every shark went out. By the end, Manish walked away empty-handed, with his reputation taking more damage than his product ever could deliver. If you think Pavlok was caught in confusion, now wait and watch Minus Cal define a new level of confusion. Two guys, Crom Carmichael and Barrett Jacques, walked into the tank asking for $500,000 for 20% of their company. Their product? Supposedly a fat-blocking bar and pill that could help people lose weight. But when the sharks asked what it actually did, things went downhill fast.
Explain to me actually the result.
Their pitch started with a little act about calories and cholesterol, but it quickly turned into a circus of mixed explanations.
But you're wrong. No, I'm not wrong. So listen,
No,
you
you
took green tea extract, right? And you invented a product called
No, it's not
Folate.
green tea extract.
That's what you said.
Barrett tried to say their product didn't make you lose weight, but helped you lose weight, whatever that means.
I don't care what you say. I know what my science says, and you're wrong. You're just plain wrong. That particular molecule, that extract, also will help you on your weight. It won't make
What
you
did you
lose.
just say?
It won't make you lose weight. It will help you.
Will help you lose weight, but it won't make you lose weight.
Mark Cuban just stared and tried to figure out what they were even talking about. Then Lori asked the obvious question about their claims, and Crom jumped in, saying the product used something called Cholive, a green tea extract that blocks fat and lowers cholesterol. At that point, it was chaos. Mark was visibly irritated. He said, "You're saying you're not losing weight, but the shirt says fewer calories. How does that work?"
Let me just say one thing, please. Neither one of us claimed that if you take this product, you'll lose weight.
Look at your shirt.
I said neither one of us said we would lose weight.
Look at your shirt. What does your shirt say?
The more they tried to explain, the more nonsense came out. Crom kept repeating that he had used it for 12 years and it worked for him. But when asked for proof, they had none. Now this one was wild. Amber showed up in season 6 with what they called a secure phone charging station. Sounds simple, right? You just put your phone in, scan your fingerprint, and it locks up while charging. But from the first few seconds, the sharks could already smell something off. Bill Shuey and Kyle Bird came asking for $200,000 for 20% of their company, but they forgot one small thing. The product didn't actually work.
Sharks, Amber is a mobile phone charging station that is completely free to use.
They bragged about how secure it was, but when Robert asked to see the lock in action, everyone realized there wasn't even a real lock installed. The guys awkwardly said they were still trying to get their locks. So yeah, they were selling a security device that couldn't even keep itself safe. Mark Cuban looked like he couldn't believe what he was hearing. Lori tried to understand what exactly they were testing, but their answers proved nothing.
Convenience for the bar, but it's not something they have to have.
They were running tests on a unit that had no working locks, no fingerprint sensors, and 0 real results. Then came the number that sealed their fate. They said each unit cost $1,000 to make. Mark laughed out loud and pointed out that even a basic fingerprint sensor at that speed would cost tens of thousands. After that embarrassing moment, Amber disappeared completely. Their so-called secure charger turned out to be the least secure thing ever, both as a product and as a pitch. Moving forward to our last but not the least pitch, let's talk about Breathometer from Season 5, Episode 2, the $1 million scam that fooled every single shark. Charles Michael Yim walked in with full confidence and a gadget that looked revolutionary. A small breathalyzer that plugged into your phone and told you your blood alcohol level in seconds. The pitch was slick, the demo looked perfect, and the idea felt like a lifesaver. The sharks loved it. Mark, Kevin, Lori, Damon, and Robert, all 5 of them jumped in together, investing $1 million for 30%. It was the first time in Shark Tank history that every shark made a deal together.
15%. So $1 million for 30%.
But soon after, the revolutionary product turned out to be more of a party trick. Instead of improving the device, Charles was seen living it up from Bora Bora to Vegas, all while calling it networking. Mark later revealed he kept texting him for updates, and Charles would reply with vague excuses. When the FTC stepped in, the truth came out. The product didn't even work properly and often gave wrong readings. The company was forced to shut down and refund customers. Mark Cuban called it his worst investment ever, and the other sharks agreed, "Well guys, we're done for now, but it won't last long. We'll be back soon with another amazing video. Until then, subscribe to our channel and ring the bell icon."